Hello everybody, and how are you? Welcome back to my channel, and hope you're all doing really well. As part of my Goddess series of videos that I'm putting up at the moment, I'm going to be looking at different ways of working with and connecting with deity and with the goddess, and they're not in any particular order, so it's not going through any steps. This is just going to be me talking about what I feel inspired to talk about, because that's generally when it comes out the best. And today's topic is something that's very special to me, and is honouring the goddess, the god, the divine, your guides, any of these and all of these, through dance, through movement and sacred dance. So we often feel like ways of connecting with deity is through ritual, through having an altar, having a sacred space, meditation, and that they're all brilliant, perfect and gorgeous ways that I work with as well. But what I find on top of this, something exceptionally powerful, is to dance, is to offer your dance to open up to divinity and open up to the goddess, as an offering to the goddess, an offering to the divine in you as well. And this does not, if everyone panics and freaks out and runs away, this does not mean you have to be able to dance. We have this horrible thing that we feel that we should be an expert at something before we try it. If you can move in any way, like if fully dancing with your whole body isn't accessible to you, just in any ways you can move, then you are dancing and you are connecting with deity and connecting with the goddess. So my story is, well, I've been belly dancing for the last 6-7 years. And before that, I totally believed that I couldn't dance. I went out to clubs and danced, but I would never have thought I'd be a dancer. Simply, I think, because particularly when I was young, I did ballet, and I was never the ballerina type. So I kind of got put off that really quite early, that I felt that I wasn't a dancer, and maybe felt your head gets in the way too much then, doesn't it? And you block yourself, you stunt yourself from moving too much. So when I started learning belly dance, I felt very clumsy, and I did a little course, and I couldn't switch my head off. I just felt really clumsy, I didn't get it, and I didn't do it for about a year. And then I felt the right time. I came back to it about 6-7 years ago and tried again, and I went for, if you are in London, I went to the lovely Fleur Estelle Dance School. That was really beautiful, really great place to learn. She's a great teacher, and she has lots of very great teachers that work for her. And yeah, I started to learn belly dance then, and I started to really enjoy it. And over the years I've just continued with it, doing tribal belly dance and fusion belly dance, and then fire dance as well, which is a whole another topic that I will talk about. And it's really funny, because I still get the feeling that I wouldn't really feel like a dancer, but actually I am, because I dance a lot and I love it. So for me, actually getting the hang of the moves first, getting a basic knowledge of some dance moves, helps me to connect and let go and to move and to flow, so that when I do dancing in a shamanic space, in a sacred space now, I'm able to use some moves that are ancient belly dance moves and some more new ones, to get me into that space. So it's nice if in time you want to learn some dance moves, but you don't have to. And this is a way of connecting with the divine, which, even if you've never done before or don't feel is your cup of tea, I would advise giving it a go, because there's so many things that you can read about and hear about and mentally process, but sometimes you have to integrate them into your whole being, into your body, into your soul. They sometimes can't penetrate into your heart and into your energy unless you live them and you become them in some way. So when I dance in a way that is sacred, and it doesn't matter what I look like so much, I'm kind of going into my own space, I'll access things that I would never think about. Is it past lives? Is it the collective unconscious? Is it in our DNA? I don't know. And in some ways, it doesn't matter how we analyse it, and it's something that we have to experience. That feeling that dance can transport us to a place within ourselves, within a world somewhere, which is ancient and true. But I am jumping ahead a little bit, talking about this, but dancing has been used as part of ritual. It may be one of the pretty much the oldest, alongside drumming and making the rhythm for the dance. Dance is the oldest way of honouring the deities, honouring the gods or the ancestors or whatever would have been done. So I just want to use a little quote from Rumi because I think I like how it places this conversation. It says, "We come spinning out of nothingness, scattering stars. The stars form a circle, and in the centre we dance." I really like that quote. And when we think that the stars dance, the earth dance, the universe is the one song, and we are the dance of that one song, it's very natural for us to dance. We get so caught up in I can't, I'm not a good dancer, that we stunt ourselves and we don't allow that. And actually dancing can be very exceptionally healing. It can move things through our body, clear things, stresses, memories, upset, very, very powerfully and also very quickly. So how do we honour the divine with dance? So if you have any dance experience or not, it doesn't matter. I'm very lucky because I live in Glastonbury and for many reasons, but if you do visit Glastonbury and you're here on a Thursday morning, do come to Draupadi's sacred belly dance class in the ashram on a Thursday morning. It's open to all abilities, and I'm very lucky that I get that as a weekly spot where the space is beautifully held, and we do some dancing and we do some journeying with our dance as well. So if you're passing through Glastonbury, that's a really cool thing to do. And if you're doing dance classes anyway, but you're not feeling you're getting that extra spirituality, that's fine. And if you're not doing any dance, don't make that as an excuse. Any movement is literally swaying from one side to the other, allowing your body to let go is great. So a way to begin a rite of sacred dance would be to set the space. And it is better to, if you're doing this at home or somewhere where you've got a little bit of space, to start maybe by making a circle, whether you're cleansing the space first, casting a circle, visualising a circle. I like to get some incense going, some candles, really set a mood. So it sets the space apart from your day-to-day world. So you're not thinking about the washing up. I'm never thinking about washing up, to be quite honest. But you're not thinking about your chores or, well, I should be doing this right now. This is magical dedicated space. So if you have an altar that you can do this in front of, this is fabulous as well. Or you can just place something in the room which represents your altar, represents what you're doing. Maybe there's a point for your dance. Maybe you're actually something specific you're trying to clear or work with or connect with. So it could be opening up your heart chakra. It could be your feminine side you're wanting to work with. It could be feeling more powerful, feeling more strong. There could be a focus for your dance, or it could just be that you're really just wanting to honour the goddess and all the gods or your spirit guides with your dance. So start with creating that sacred space. It could be in front of your altar, it could be anywhere really, but it really does need to be something different to your day-to-day environment. You're making it somehow different to your day-to-day environment. And find the music that's going to inspire you. It could be a drumming track, it could be some lovely world music that you've got, or a song that does, I think it's better to have a song that does take you on a bit of a journey. So maybe less words, more rhythm, more instruments that inspire you, that set a feeling, that set a mood, rather than a song which is the lyrics which really dictate a certain mood. So a drumming track is great, or belly dance songs, or other songs. I can put some links if you like to songs that I like to dance to below here. And so you've got your music, you've got your sacred space set up. Give yourself some time to breathe, to let the day go. To warm up is also a really good idea. So do some stretches first. Don't throw yourself into something and then get injured. Do a bit of a warm up first, but make that part of your ritual too, because you're honouring your body and you're honouring that you're releasing the stuff that you're not going to hold anymore. So the whole thing is part of the ritual, it's part of the honouring. So the fact that you're setting that sacred space, that you're warming up, you're letting go of the day, you're preparing your body for whatever you're going to be doing. And then maybe you want to say some words to the deity, to the goddess, the spirit. Maybe it's a silent prayer, maybe it's a moment of quiet. Then you play your music, and I'd say make sure it's quite a long track. 15 minutes is good to start off with, 10-15 minutes is good to start off with, or a playlist of different songs. And then you can just start swaying if you like. You can just feel the head is going to be switched off. It might take a while for that mind to switch off, but switch your mind off and start moving slowly to that beat, to that rhythm. Do whatever. No one is watching. This is your time, and the more primal and wild you are, the more letting go of your day-to-day barriers you are, the more you're going to get from this. So that's good. And if you're working with a power animal in this, you can call in your power animals. I might do a separate video about connecting with your power animals through movement. We went there a lot on the Totems Awakening course. But you may want to call in a power animal and move like an animal, a specific animal. You may find the music you're listening to throws you into a memory or a feeling or a place, and that you want to move like you're there. But there doesn't have to be a purpose to it. You're not having a logical purpose. Your dance is honouring yourself, honouring the earth, honouring your body, and have it that you're honouring the goddess. Have it that you're honouring a specific goddess or a goddess, the goddess as the whole. And enjoy. I mean, I use this to journey. I very much go off on journeys different to how when I'll be sitting and drumming. When I'm dancing, the dance sends me into a trance and I go off to different places, and it's very, very powerful. You may find you do that straight away. You may find it takes time to build that up, but I find a lot of healing through that. I find a lot of answers through that, and I go and explore parts of myself. I explore parts of my soul through that, and explore other worlds through it as well. So this is not a new thing. As I said, the earliest priestesses, you have Kybele, you have the Eleusinian mysteries, you have the illustrations, the drawings, the temple drawings from the earliest times show dancing priestesses. It's not a new thing. It is the oldest thing, and they're not doing a specific choreography to impress. They might have a few moves they've choreographed, but they're generally going into this trance. They're dancing themselves into a state of ecstasy, into a state of divine communion and connection. Now I mix that energy with doing specific moves because belly dance is very snaky and it's very sensual. So using belly dance moves to go into that space is really hypnotic. So you could, I'm looking at the bee priestess stuff as well that I was mentioning the other day, and that Kybele's followers, the waggle dance of the bee is pretty much, I think, it's the theory is that's what the priestesses would emulate, the waggle dance of the bee. The bee's waggle dance makes the figure of 8 for infinity, and a lot of belly dance moves is based on the figure of 8. So that's based on the infinity symbol and also the waggle dance of the bee, fertility and love and joy and rebirth. But infinity is obviously rebirth. So doing moves which take you on a figure of 8 journey is really, you can just do a figure of 8 for 10 minutes and see how that feels for you. But it's sacred and it's beautiful, and this is a really important part of my practice. It's something that I feel really blocked when I don't do it for a while, because through moving, as I said earlier, it moves things through you, it brings the divine into you, and it reminds me of myself, it reminds me of my powerful feminine self, which you can forget on your day-to-day worries in the mind, and it reminds me of an ancient strong power. So I just share with you, this is one very important way that I that I work with, the goddess, and it's one of those ones that was absolutely repressed as the goddess was replaced by patriarchy, while feminine wildness was tamed. So the fact that you feel you have to be a good dancer, or that you feel that you have to know a choreography or be slim or be fit to do this, is simply because you've been told that, you know, that's the way it is. As a patriarchy squished the feminine wildness, the dancing became tamer and tamer and tamer until it basically becomes like kind of porn that you see on pop videos sometimes. Not wrong with that, as long as there's a good variety of all different things as well. Um, so this is nothing to do with I'm going to do a specific dance move. I can't, you know, I've got to practice my moves. I mean, practicing your dance moves is great because I do it a lot, and it's great to get them into your body so that you're fit, so that you can do them. And the more that you practice your moves, the more when you come to doing free flowing dance, you can just start and know you're doing something quite powerful. But this is generally about revisiting and reigniting your wild self, your wild priestess or priest, your wild god, your wild energy. And there's no judging that, there's no telling you you're not good enough. This is something that goes way beyond that. It goes way into your ancestry, way into the first humans that would have danced around the fire, that would have moved their bodies sensually, ecstatically, and gone into a trance by doing so. So please let me know if you have a way of dancing or moving that helps you connect with deity, helps you connect with the goddess and the god or your guides. And also, if you do give this a go, or you have given this a go, let me know your experiences. It really is powerful, and it can take a while to get those, especially, you know, I'm English. Anyone that's in England, we have a lot of barriers to get through to let our wild self free. But it's really worth persisting, because the jewels in there are ancient and beautiful, and they hold so many answers. So yeah, enjoy. Make sure you do it in a safe environment. Make sure you warm up first. Don't push yourself too hard. Don't want you to kind of go and get injured. Just do what's comfortable for you and see how it feels. And if you're interested, I was thinking about maybe doing a few more instructional videos on dance, on belly dance in a kind of a sacred way, working with the goddess, and also with fire dance as well. I do teach workshops of fire dancing, and in a more magical way, you know, in a way of empowering yourself, empowering your wild power, and using fire. So I teach those workshops, and if you'd be interested, I could do a few videos on here about that. So yeah, this is one video about how I connect in a very physical, real, strong way with my guides, with deity, with the goddess and the god, and with this huge ocean of memories that we as a collective have. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and your feelings, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.